John, this one's a super common one. Someone spends the extra money for a convection oven thinking it's going to fix uneven cooking forever. Perfect bakes every time. But the first tray of cookies comes out golden on one side, pale on the other. And now they're wondering what the convection setting is even doing.
Yeah, so what these people are experiencing is totally real, and it's all too prevalent in the marketplace, honestly. Because what we know is that not all convection ovens cook the same. The problem is a lot of that marketing kind of alludes to the point that they do. And just because a model has a fan doesn't mean that it has true convection. And that's where the confusion starts right off the bat. In most cases, when cookies aren't baking evenly, it's usually in the architecture of the oven that you purchased. And what most people don't know is that there are two different types of convection. You have your basic convection, which is literally just a fan that moves the air around that's produced from the bake element at the bottom of the unit. True convection is, or what some brands will actually call European convection, those two terms are synonymous. That adds a third heating element that's directly behind the fan in the back. And that third element, honestly, is everything. It preheats the air before it even moves, which means the heat is coming out consistent, corner to corner, edge to edge in your oven cavity. Without it, again, you're just kind of circulating uneven air at a faster rate. And that's why some of these batches still are coming out patchy. But honestly, even if you do have convection, your performance is going to depend heavily still on convection, the cavity shape, the fan blade design, the airflow routing, and even the rack placement, because some of these brands, they'll actually throttle their fan speed depending upon the mode that you pick. And the problem with that is that there's a lot of brands out there that don't do that, and some push air more from side to side while others will push it front to back. And the problem with all of this is that none of it's going to show up in the marketing and none of it's going to show up on the spec sheet, So two ovens with that same convection badge on there might behave totally different in practice once you get them home. And not to be overlooked is that human element, right? Because people are still baking on dark nonstick pans that are really blocking that airflow that's created. They're loading these trays up from edge to edge with food. I mean, they're placing these sheets that are way too high in the oven cavity because air can actually stall out once you get to the top of the cavity. All these things are going to matter, right? Because convection only works if air can move, and it needs to be the right air moving to the right place in order for it to be effective. So yeah, convection ovens can still absolutely bake unevenly, but if it's true convection and if the airflow is engineered well and if the user knows how to kind of let the system breathe and do its thing, then, you're going to be effective. But if you don't have any of those three things, you're really just kind of blowing air around and hoping for the best.